Hi everybody, I was recently asked to make a tutorial for the outro to Don't Lie by the Vampire Weekend. I realized pretty quickly that I was the only cover, at least guitar cover, that did that part, kind of like the song. Most people just stop from the lyrics end, so I'll try and do my best to do a tutorial. Never done one before. It's pretty straightforward. There's only two parts. The first part is just basically D and G you can bar with any finger you like. D and G on 5, 7, and 9. And the rhythm to this is a little bit strange, and that's what makes this part tricky. It's in a weird time signature. I'm not a music theorist by any means, but there's 8 counts, and I like to think of it as 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2 is the correct pattern. And that happens twice for each, I guess, repeat. So I'll demonstrate out loud by counting and then without counting. 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 1, 2. And then of course that just repeats, but the final time you do it, I just ended on 5. So 5, 7, 9, just those 3. I'll repeat it again without the counting. Pretty simple and straightforward. Now the next part is a lot trickier. It's primarily on the 3 and 5, but on several strings from E, B, G, and D. And depending on how you play it, you can play it entirely on 3 and 5, I think. But I like to slide from 5 to 7. We'll get there eventually. So it starts off on 3, 5, 3 on high E. And then just 5 to 3 on B. Like a little box right there. And then, so after that, what I just told you, it's 3, 5 again. 3, 5, 3. And then 5 twice on G. So that's the first half of the riff. And now here's where it gets tricky. So the way I like to play it is I slide from 5 to 7 on G, and then that's the correct thing. So 5 to 7 on G, and then I hammer on from 3 to 5 on B. Even though 3, B, and 7, G is the exact same note, just better on tune. I just like having the slide on there. It's more interesting, and I think it flows better with the song. So 3, 5, 7, 3, 5, and then high E on 3. Of course, the alternative to sliding, you just hit 3B twice. Either one works fine. And then the last part is 5 to 7 again, but this time on G. On D. And then another pull on, or hammer on. So once again, you could keep it all on 5, 7 for this part, or you can move back down to 3. I don't remember which I did for the video, but either one works. So once again, that's 5, 7 on the slide, 5, 7 on the G, and then 5 on the B. And just 5 and 3 alternating. And then, depending on which time you do it, the first time you do it, you should go back to the high E. But sometimes you might, when you want to end it, I like ending it back on that 5G, which if you recognize, that's where that chord ends anyway, so it's in unison. So I'll do the final riff, or the second riff, one more time. So hopefully you can follow along. Alright, hope this tutorial helps. If you have any more questions, feel free to message me and I'll try and get back to them. Thank you, have a good one.